Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'll be telling you the differences between computer science, engineering and information technology. So students who have already passed 12th are really confused on which branches to choose. So in this video I'll be trying you to explain in a detailed manner what are the differences between both the branches and which would be the best for you. So let's begin with the introduction part. So IT is somewhat the use of technology, and you have to be updated about what the technologies are. Whereas computer science on the other hand is the branch of engineering which deals with the computing systems in both hardware and software design. So IT is relatively a new branch. IT is almost like it has been 10 to 12 years since IT has been developed, whereas computer science engineering is relatively a older branch than information technology. So next thing, when we talk about course plan, almost 80% of the courses of both IT and CSE are same. Only difference is that in CSE you will have to learn some basic mathematics, physics and other engineering, whereas in IT you don't have to learn much. IT is basically for coding part. So IT basically focuses on coding part. CSE also has coding in it, but you also have to learn other engineering branches in it. CSE focuses both on software and hardware parts. You can learn hardware as well in computer science engineering, whereas IT you cannot learn hardware. But IT is more specialized towards the software part. That is, you can learn coding in IT as well, but you can't learn the hardware. You will not learn the application areas of hardware in it and its application areas like software designing and many more you can learn in IT. CSE involves a lot of engineering concepts, that is true. In CSE you will have to learn basic major mathematics and other kinds of engineering branches like electrical engineering in it, but in IT you will not have to learn such things. It is purely dealt with software. It's purely dealt with software part. Let's now talk about eligibility. So students must secure a minimum of 55% in order to get admissions in various engineering colleges. However, when you want to take admission in IITs and NITs, you must secure a minimum of 75% aggregate marks to become eligible. And you must have to clear JEE Mains and JEE Advanced. JEE Mains also you have to clear, and JEE Advanced. So when you clear both of these examinations, you can qualify for IITs. NITs you don't need to give JEE Advanced, but you need to give JEE Mains for NITs. Admission process. So for good engineering colleges such as NIT and IITs, that is Indian Institute of Information and Technology, Indian Institute of Information Technology, you must pass the JEE Mains examination. You must qualify JEE Mains examination with the good marks, and it all depends upon your rank. But for IITs, as already said, you must clear the JEE Advanced. But there are also good universities which conduct their own entrance examination like Jadavpur, BITS Pilani, NI University, etc. So many of the universities have their own examinations also. So you are purely selected on the basis of merit in those. Let's talk about the course structure. Let me zoom it. Let's see, for information technology what you have to learn. You can see all this, you can note down it. And for computer science engineering you will have to learn these subjects like applied mathematics. You see there, applied mathematics, physics, chemistry, other manufacturing processes, and you will also be learning the basic computer systems. So computer science engineering you have to learn many such engineering parts. You can also see the software engineering, algorithm analysis and design. So almost 80% of the courses are similar between computer science and IT. That is true. The electives in computer science engineering, like for example when you go in 3rd to 4th year, you can choose elective between these many subjects. You can choose any 2, any 3, or almost all of them, but I guess like you can choose only 2 electives in many of the universities. So Now let's go towards the course duration. So course duration for both the courses is 4 years. I doubt if some of the colleges have 3 years course for BTech IT. It is years, but for majority of the universities it is 4 years. So now let's talk about other things. Let's talk about the course fees. So course fees, it costs you around 2 to 10 lakhs. Now it basically depends upon your college, which college have you chosen. For example, if you go for private college, you can the cost may vary up to 10 to 12 lakhs also if it is expensive private college, but relatively it is cheap in government colleges. Like for IITs, NITs, you will find it like it's up to 6 lakhs maybe. And it also depends upon NITs. For example, IIT Bombay has fees of 8 lakhs for BTech. So it basically depends upon your IITs which you have chosen. Placements, when you talk about placements of both the branches are quite similar. There is no sort of barrier between IT and CSE students. Students from both the branches are given equal opportunity. Now when you talk about starting salary, like when you are from average college, you get 1.5 to 3.5 lakhs per annum per year. Let's say per annum also, your annum are the same. So you get 1.5 to 3.5 lakhs here per annum. You know, from average college, doesn't depend on college, mostly it depends upon your skills. But if a student from IITs and NITs, they are given a huge salary package. For example, average students get 18 lakhs package. In IITs, NITs you get almost 15 lakh packages, both for IT and CSE branches. Now let's talk about the career prospects. For CSE, you can go with these sort of jobs for the computer science students. For IT, you can go for these sorts of jobs, but there is no sort of barrier. CSE can do the IT job also, and IT students also can do the CSE jobs, because both have the equal level of skills. Top recruiters. When you talk about the companies which would hire CSE and IT students, these are the following number of companies. So these are the one which hire CSE, and these are the one which hire IT, but these hire also CSE and IT. There is no sort of barrier. I already said it. These companies also hire CSE, these also hire IT, this also hires CSE students, this also hires IT students. So most of the major software companies, when you talk about software companies, then they kind of select both the IT and CSE students. So there is no sort of a demarcation separated between CSE and the IT students. Now finally, it's which college to study. So yeah, I have made a list for which colleges is the best for you. So IIT Madras is undoubtedly be at top. So when you do from IITs like CSE from IIT and IT from IIT, then that is really good. You get a lot of good packages. So for CSE also, there is sort of IIT Bombay is considered as one of the best colleges in India for computer science engineering. These are the list of colleges which you can see there. That's it, guys. I hope I have completed I have provided you the complete detail for what is the CSE and IT. So now, in my personal opinion, I guess CSE is a good branch than IT, because in CSE you can also learn IT, but in IT you cannot learn overall CSE. So if you are getting CSE, do that, but IT is also good. Both are equally good, but if you get CSE, give more priority to CSE. That's it, because you can learn both the IT skills in it. So thank you, guys. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. I hope now you have understand the differences between CSE and IT. Thank you.